was this paper one of the most popular papers in child psychiatry last year? Have you heard of cognitive disengagement syndrome? And if you work in mental health, you work with people with autism or ADHD, you need to know what this is. I'm Dr. Willow, a board certified psychiatrist, and I share evidence-based information about mental health. If you like this, please follow. So cognitive disengagement syndrome used to be called something called sluggish cognitive tempo, which sounds like an insult. So they changed the name to cognitive disengagement syndrome. And what it is, it's characterized by mainly three things. So one is excessive zoning out, daydreaming, mind wandering, mental confusion, a brain foggy type feeling, and then also hypoactivity or lethargy. And this can really come out as like daytime sleepiness, like someone who's always tired, and of course not for another reason. So they say that cognitive disengagement syndrome occurs in about 25 to 40% of people with ADHD and predominantly inattentive ADHD, but obviously it can occur without ADHD, it can occur in other conditions like autism, and it can occur on its own. So we're trying to learn more about this syndrome currently. The reason though that this is clinically important is if you have somebody who has ADHD who also has these symptoms, the traditional treatments might not work. Or conversely, the other issue is people who have symptoms of cognitive disengagement syndrome and they get diagnosed as ADHD when they don't actually have the diagnosis, but it just seems like the best fit or the best way to explain what's happening to them. There's some super preliminary research saying that maybe stimulants aren't as effective in people with cognitive disengagement syndrome and potentially non-stimulants may be more effective. But again, this is very preliminary and there's a ton of research happening within this field. So please tell me, have you heard about cognitive disengagement syndrome before? What are your immediate thoughts? What are your questions? Let's discuss.